You take it.
Get local news that matters and certified accurate forecasts at the new YourCentralValley.com. Now scroll while you watch with quick access to news important to you. Connect with your community with the very latest local stories. KC24 News is always available at YourCentralValley.com. Fresno Lexus proudly supports tonight's first segment of local news that matters. Fresno Lexus. Lexus, the relentless pursuit of perfection. KC24 News begins with your forecast first from your local weather authority.
I'm Chief Meteorologist A.J. Fox. A very cold night tonight. The freeze watch has been upgraded to a freeze warning for Wednesday morning. A winter storm watch upgraded to a winter storm warning. We also have a winter weather advisory for the Tulare County mountains. And our satellite picture shows that our skies have been pretty clear today. Those were the skies we had. And so tonight our temperatures are going to drop because of those clear skies. We're at 52 right now in Fresno, already colder than we were 24 hours ago. Here's a look at our valley cam. It's at Sunmain right at the corner of Herndon and Palm, and traffic's running pretty good and visibility's fantastic. We've got a mild afternoon tomorrow, and then we get ready for the rain coming in on Thursday. I'll have your complete forecast coming up. KC24 News at 6 starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is KC24 News at 6.
There was no threat to the kids, which was the #1 priority.
Reports of gunfire locks down 2 schools in Sanger today. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexander Balaki, and Stephanie has the night off. We begin with this developing story. 2 Sanger schools placed on a lockdown after reports gunfire rang out near Sequoia Elementary. Police say Sanger West and Sequoia Elementary were placed on lockdown around 11:30 in the morning when calls came in of a man firing a rifle in a field near one of those schools. Police determined there was never a shot fired and students were never in danger.
Quickly got a perimeter. We were in contact with the school officials, determined there was no gunman. There was no threat to the kids, which was the #1 priority.
And with the incident happening on a county island, Fresno Police and the Fresno County Sheriff's Office responding to the call. Police do believe someone may have mistaken a pellet gun for a firearm, which led to the call. Fresno Police Chief Paco Balderrama says no crime was committed and the schools were deemed safe within 30 minutes of the initial call. An Atwater family calling for justice tonight after 2 sisters were hit and killed while on a walk in early November. Police recommending the Merced County DA charge the driver with manslaughter. Our Ben Morris in studio tonight with more on how the family is reacting.
Chief Michael Salvador says the weeks of investigating to this point have been extensive, even saying it was similar to a homicide investigation. The delicacy and some of the circumstances here are why they're now asking for another set of eyes.
We want to make sure that we've dotted our I's, crossed our T's, make sure that we're in a position where we're comfortable and I can look these families in the eye and say we did absolutely everything that we possibly could have done as a police department.
With no arrests being made, police are unable to release the name of the driver at this time. Previously, we talked with the members of the family who said a witness had told them the driver was using her phone when she hit and killed 76-year-old Carolyn Rose and 73-year-old Billy Edwards. Today, police said that's not true, also saying there was no proof of that, excessive speed, or that the driver had been drinking.
What we know is that the vehicle made an unsafe lane change that crossed over 2 lanes of Juniper, left the roadway, and put itself up onto the sidewalk.
He says the vehicle hit Billy and Carol from behind, killing them instantaneously. Police are still waiting on the toxicology results from the Department of Justice for any sign of drug use. Bob Edwards, Billy's husband, says he's hoping for felony charges against the driver.
There'll be no forgiveness from me, ever. She took the most precious thing other than my children away from me. I can't get her back.
Billy and Carol's sister Nancy was supposed to be walking with them that morning, but she was unable to go. She's eagerly awaiting any sort of justice for them both.
There should be charges brought. They killed my 2 sisters. And no one can take that away. No one can take this pain away.
Chief Salvador says their report was sent to the DA's office on Monday. They're expecting a charging decision in the next week or so. If you'd like to help with funeral and other expenses, you can find a link to their GoFundMe at our website, YourCentralValley.com. Reporting in studio, Ben Morris, KC24, local news that matters.
Well, rain is expected to blanket the Central Valley this week, but it will be a far cry from a drought buster as local farmers hope that Mother Nature can produce a miracle this winter. Ryan Jacobson with Fresno County Farm Bureau says between early November and late January is the perfect time for the rain to come in. It doesn't damage any crops and it softens the soil enough for new crops to come in. And it also comes as a new report released out of UC Merced that shows the drought in 2022 was not as bad as previous years, but there's still a significant water shortage.
And the thing with groundwater is that it has been pumped unsustainably for decades, and we need to, fill in the bucket of the overdrafts that we've been having every year.
And Jacobson with the Fresno County Farm Bureau says farmers are going to rely heavily on the snowpack this year, but this storm could bring up to 3 feet of snow to the mountains, which would be largely beneficial for the entire state. Well, today is Giving Tuesday all across the Central Valley and the nation as organizations are raising money and collecting items to help those in need. Our Liv Johnson live at Fresno City College tonight where they are raising money for the Ram Pantry. Liv, good evening.
Good evening, Alexandria. The president of Fresno City College tells me about 900 students use the Ram Pantry every week. So that's a lot to keep up with and a lot of supplies to keep getting. That's why they're taking advantage of Giving Tuesday so they can keep helping those in need. Fresno City College, Fresno Unified School District, and the Fresno Rescue Mission are just a few places in the Central Valley that are working hard to raise money on Giving Tuesday.
$10, that $5, that $25, that $1,000, right? That really matters to all organizations right now.
The Fresno Mission and Fresno City College both have goals to raise $40,000. For Fresno City College, that will go towards the Ram Pantry, which provides food and toiletry items to students in need.
We have a lot of students that are housing and food insecure, so the fact that we could provide at least a minimal amount of food for them not to worry about eating that day, definitely beneficial for them to make it through the day and to make it sometimes through the week.
Each student is able to pick up 8 items from the pantry every day. Pimentel says they get about 900 students per week.
It's really hard to keep it going with the resources that we have. We have very limited resources at every community college throughout the nation.
The Fresno Unified School District is also running a Giving Tuesday campaign for the first time ever. Each high school is part of a regional competition to raise funds. That money goes back to one of the high schools in the region to provide a scholarship for a student.
Every dollar will go to a student to make their dreams come true, to change the landscape of their family forever.
So pretty much all of these organizations are primarily raising money online. You can also bring canned goods to Fresno City College for the Ram Pantry. Live in Fresno, I'm Liv Johnson, KC24, local news that matters.
Liv, thanks so much. All right, still to come here at 6 o'clock, Victor E. Bulldog passing on the collar. But Victor E. the Fourth will make his debut and take over those mascot duties.
I feel I know what it's like to struggle, so I feel like I like to help others.
Coming up on the news at 6:30, a senior at Dinuba High School wants to leave a lasting impression before graduating. We have his story of outstanding character.
Here are the headlines for tonight. The freeze warning takes effect early Wednesday morning. The big storm arrives on Thursday, and that'll give us rain and snow for the mountains, a winter storm warning, as well as a winter weather advisory in the Tulare County mountains. Your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. That stays low or even very low into the weekend. Elm and juniper, the predominant pollens. I'll have your complete forecast as KC24 News continues.
This is KC24 News at 6 with Stephanie Barugian, Alexon Balakian, and the certified most accurate forecast with AMS certified Chief Meteorologist A.J. Fox. Your local weather authority, KC24, local news that matters. Know an inspiring educator? Go to yourcentralvalley.com and tell us. Each week, KC24 News honors one exceptional local educator. They win supplies for their classroom and are added to the Teacher's Honor Wall at Fresno State. We applaud, we honor, we celebrate. Educator of the Week, Wednesdays on KC24. Brought to you by Educational Employees Credit Union, Fresno County Superintendent of Schools, and Tulare County Office of Education.
have the opportunity to give a little bit back and say thank you to everybody.
To help lend a helping hand and really get them through tough times.
I think it's just a very special thing that this organization provides.
The Ksee 24 Turkey Drive was a tremendous success. Because of your donations, families in need are being served by Catholic Charities this holiday season.
Well, you know, I think what's interesting about this dealership is that it's been around for 75 years. Started with another family, the Hallowell family. You know, my dad went to work for them over 60 years ago. He has remained with the dealership. I have people come in and say, I bought from your dad in 1964. And the funny thing is that my dad will remember what they bought. You know, he just kind of has that kind of brain. Come see the Silverado.
Hendrick Chevrolet.
Now through December 31st, get a rate as low as 2.49% APR on new car and truck loans. Or refinance your higher rate loan from another lender. Apply online today at myeecu.org.
Some days your body is a temple, and some days the temple wants sugar. You might relieve stress naturally on Monday and plan for it on Tuesday. Because being human isn't always so fries or salad. Sometimes it's both. So relax with essential oils or a glass of Cab. Fall asleep with melatonin and wake up to caffeine. With traditional medicine and alternative remedies, there's no wrong way to treat life at Rite Aid. And don't forget Rite Aid this holiday for all your last-minute gifting needs.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
Security signs in your yard and decals on your windows are great ways to show that your home is secure. Contact AmeriGuard Security today.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
The latest conditions live. The Ksee 24 Valley Cam Network. Now, AMS certified Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox with your local weather authority forecast.
Well, it definitely was a little chilly in the morning, but we were pretty close to average. In fact, we hit it right on the head in Fresno. 59 was what we got. 59 was what we ought to have for today. Our morning low is still in the 30s, a little below average, and that's going to be even more true tonight. 52 in Fresno currently, 44 in Hanford, 46 in Madera, 50 in Visalia and also Porterville. And looking at our Valley Cam powered by Eagle Mountain Casino, this is actually down Tulare Way, right at the Tulare outlets. And you can see that the visibility is pretty good right now when the air is very dry, and that allows our visibility to be good. It also allows our temperatures to be quite cold. That's what we're going to get tonight. Clear skies, according to our live radar. Widen that view out. The satellite picture shows the next system just barely crossing the border into Northern California. Futurecast has it pulling further south in the next 24 hours, reaching the Sacramento viewing area, I suppose, by this time tomorrow. And then it'll be the following day that we'll actually start to see the system come our way. Now, according to Futurecast, looking past tomorrow, past Thursday, when the first wave of rain comes through and snow for the Sierra Nevada, then we get a little bit of time off. Most of Friday, most of Saturday, and then late Saturday into Sunday is when the next wave comes through and gives us another round at some showers on the valley floor and snow for the mountains. So how much between now and Sunday? 3/4 of an inch almost for Fresno, 86 hundredths in Madera, more than an inch in Merced, half inch and a little more in Hanford and also Lemoore. And then we get into higher elevations, you definitely get more than an inch of rain, Oakhurst, Auberry, Three Rivers, etc. And the snowfall amounts, they've actually been downplayed a little bit in the last couple of model runs too, but still 2 feet of snow for Huntington and Sequoia National Park, 17 plus almost 18 inches of new snow there, just above 6 in Yosemite, 8 inches of new snow for the Kings Canyon area, and all that depending upon elevation. So we got a winter storm warning. That's for areas above 6,000 feet, and we can measure the amount of snow in feet above that level, and it's a winter weather advisory, a little less severe language in that area of the Tulare County mountains. Now, tonight, our immediate issue is the cold temperatures. So we got a freeze warning that's been issued by the National Weather Service. This is the upgrade from the watch from last night. Same time frame though, 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. our time. Tonight, an overnight low of 30 in Delano, Pixley, 31 in Tulare, 30 in Corcoran, 30 in Lemoore and Hanford, just freezing in Huron and 5 Points and Selma, 30 in San Joaquin, 31 in Firebaugh, Mendota 32, San Dos Palos and Los Banos, Merced 33 degrees with a high temperature of 62. Chowchilla 63, Madera 63, Oakhurst and Aubrey 57, 65 in Huron, Lemoore and Hanford 64, Visalia 64, same for Porterville and Delano 61 degrees. Our air quality, that's going to be moderate on the valley floor, and your solar forecast, watch how it drops way down on Thursday. Can you figure out why? Yeah, that's the day we got rain coming in. So 36 will be the overnight low tonight. Definitely some thin clouds, some haze, but the temperature dropping to a very cold level. Then tomorrow, with more sunshine, temperature will come up a little bit, 63 degrees, but don't be fooled by that because it's the following day that we see the increase in clouds and the rain coming in. It'll start in the afternoon on Thursday, and then it continues into early Friday morning when it quits. Much of Friday is going to be dry. Then late on Saturday, the showers return, and that lingers into Sunday, and then Monday and Tuesday will be dry again, but keeping our temperatures in the lower to mid 50s. Your regional forecasts, they are available on our website at yourcentralvalley.com, so please go check it out there. And again, 6,000 feet, that's about the lowest snow that we're going to have. It'll start about 8,000 feet, so it starts high and then dip down a little bit.
Yeah. All right. A lot of snow for the skiers.
Yes.
That's good to know.
When it gets down to 6,000 feet, that'll be good for ski resorts.
Yeah. We just hope that we can get more significant rain.
I hope so.
Yeah. Me too. All right. Ksee 24 wants to remind you to honor the remarkable women in our community as part of a nationwide initiative by our parent company. A local winner will be a finalist for the Next Star Woman of the Year award. To nominate someone, head to yourcentralvalley.com and click on Remarkable Women under the contest tab. All right, coming up next in sports, several Fresno State football players named all conference today. Andrew Martin joining us now for that and more. Hey, Andrew.
Alex on, yeah, we're getting closer to the Mountain West Championship game this weekend in Boise, Idaho. Today, several Bulldogs were honored by the conference. We'll tell you who and preview Saturday's game. Next in Sports Central.
It's time to light America's tree. Start the holiday season with a star-studded musical celebration. Christmas in Rockefeller Center, live Wednesday, 8, 7 Central on NBC.
Why don't we do a special from Dollywood? I just want to spread a little about magic. My hooves are just killing me. I bet.
This is the place I love. There's nowhere better than the place I'm from. Yeah, this is where my world goes round. I've got my logo on. The Central Valley is where I belong. Ksee 24 is where I go. Turn it on and it feels right. Yeah, it feels like home. I've got my logo on.
Fall allergy season has started with grass and weed pollen and high levels of mold in the air. Air pollution makes allergy symptoms worse. Boz Allergy knows coughing, wheezing, and headaches due to allergies and asthma can mimic COVID-19 symptoms, and flu season is starting. Come to Boz Allergy at the first sign of symptoms. Rest assured we'll diagnose and treat you accurately. Stay safe and stay healthy. Contact Boz Allergy today and breathe easier.
The Colonel's Classic is back at KFC and now just $19.99. 7 drumsticks and thighs and your choice of original recipe or extra crispy. Plus large mashed potatoes with gravy, large coleslaw, and 3 biscuits. The Colonel's Classic, just $19.99, only at KFC.
This holiday season at Fashion Furniture, give $50 or more to charity and get $200 off any stressless recliner with power, any stressless recliner and ottoman, or any stressless office chair. Or get $200 off each stressless sofa seat or $400 off all stressless Mayfair recliners and ottomans in all Paloma leather colors. Shop Fashion Furniture on El Paso across from River Park.
Ksee 24 News is brought to you in part by Nissan. Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
Fresno State quarterback Jake Haener has passed for more than 300 yards in 4 of his last 5 games. For the season, he has 2,432 passing yards and 19 total touchdowns, but he missed 4.5 games due to injury, so he was not named the Mountain West Offensive Player of the Year today. That honor went to Brad Roberts, running back at Air Force, who rushed for 1,612 yards this season with 15 touchdowns. Air Force is 9-3. Fresno State did have several players named to the all-conference teams, including Haener, Key, Jalen Moreno-Cropper, Jordan Mims, and David Perales were all named first-team All-Mountain West, as was Torrey Horton, wide receiver at Colorado State, who went to Washington Union. Nico Remigio, Bula Schmidt, and Evan Williams were named second-team All-Conference, along with DJ Schramm. He went to Clovis West, and he plays for Boise State. The Bulldogs will see him on Saturday. Sports Central's Scott Bemis talks Mountain West Championship.
It's championship week for the Fresno State football team, which means everything gets amped up a little bit.
You know, the energy is high, absolutely. But I think guys are just ready for this moment.
It's everything we ever worked for.
This is exactly what you come here to go do.
With all the injuries and the 1-4 start, the Dogs have overcome their fair share of adversity this season. And fittingly then, the odds makers don't expect them to win this Saturday, as they're currently a 3.5-point underdog.
Do you feel like an underdog?
Definitely not.
I love it. I feel like the underdog label has, for me personally, has always been tied to me. And
personally, I like when people doubt us because, it puts a bigger chip on our shoulder. And, we just like to prove people wrong.
I mean, we don't see it as an underdog role. From our perspective, we feel like we can hang with anybody in the country in any given game. So, underdog, I wouldn't say so much.
Since the first game of the season, since the offseason, since January, since we started this offseason, I felt like, this is the position we should have been in.
So much at stake here. A Mountain West title, you're trying to beat one of your biggest rivals, and then there's a personal connection for Fresno State center Bula Schmidt, as two of his cousins suit up for the Broncos, including middle linebacker Ezekiel Noah.
As kids, we look forward to moments like this.
Are you guys talking at all this week or no?
No, not at all.
The Dogs are hoping to do all their talking on the field, knowing Saturday's opportunity is also about more than just them.
It means a lot to us as a team, and especially to our city, Fresno.
Ultimately, it's important for, the program, the university, the fans, to be able to bring that home for them.
I think, be able to win that game on Saturday, I think it's going to solidify, our legacy on this team.
At Fresno State, Scott Bemis for Sports Central.
Thanks, Scott. At the World Cup today, the U.S. beat Iran 1-0. Christian Pulisic with the goal in the 38th minute. The U.S. advances to the knockout round to face the Netherlands on Saturday. By the way, Pulisic went to the hospital after the match. He has a pelvic contusion, but he'll be playing on Saturday. That's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
I think it starts this momentum toward, I can do this. To see and be influenced by a successful, confident woman. That was a sea change for me. That's why Junior Achievement. Now I'm that volunteer.
For adventure. For climbing. For splashing. For towing. For premium. For capable. The GMC AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Or get 3.9% APR financing for 72 months and no monthly payments until 2023 on select Sierra light-duty models.
Chances are we've already met. But when we meet here, this is where our worlds will come together. Kauai Health is built for this moment in your life. We are courageous, resilient, ready. Health is our passion, and excellence is always our focus. Because when you come in here, our priority is to get you back out there.
Kauai Health, more than medicine, life.
I wish I could trade my car in online.
Well, you can.
You again?
That's right. It's an easy, simple process. Get a firm offer on your vehicle online at FresnoLexus.com.
All online?
That's right. And right now, you can go to FresnoLexus.com and get a firm offer on your vehicle from the comfort of your own home. People love the fact that they don't go through the typical dealership experience. Fill out the information at FresnoLexus.com and get your firm offer on your vehicle today.
Experience some of the greatest planes in history up close and in person at Castle Air Museum. Treat you and yours to our family annual membership, good for 1 year of free museum admission for parents and children from the same household. Plus 10% savings at our gift shop, all for just $125. We carry a wide selection of aviation apparel, toys, books, mugs, display models, unique collector chocolate bars, and much more. Make a visit to Castle Air Museum and come be amazed.
Oh, love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.99% financing or $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Plus, unlock your code to claim an additional $500 Chevy Cybercash. Visit your participating Central Valley Chevrolet dealers.
I am a remarkable woman. Central Valley is home to so many powerful women, and we want to know about the remarkable women in your life. Go to yourcentralvalley.com/contest and nominate a tireless changemaker in your community. KC24 proudly celebrates remarkable women. KC24 News is brought to you in part by Ventura TV. This is KC24 News at 6.
After nearly 8 years, Victor E. Bulldog III, retiring and passing on the collar to, who else? Victor E. IV. Victor E. Bulldog III and the IV are actually going to work together in the spring. A changing of the collar ceremony happened today to induct Victor E. Bulldog IV as the new mascot. In a few months, and a fun fact here, they're actually related.
Victor E. Bulldog IV is the great nephew of Victor E. Bulldog III, and so he is great Uncle Vic to him. And so, so it's really special. We really feel like that Victor E. Bulldog IV was kind of chosen for this because if you look on his back, he has a V marking. And so we're calling him V, which ties in with, for the V and for the Valley.
As you can see, Victor E. III, he's just chilling. Victor E. IV, boy, he's excited, right? The 5-month-old English bulldog puppy was born June 22nd. It is going to be fun having them on the sideline. Much more to come here at 6:30. A looming railroad strike could devastate the economy. We're going to take a look at the negotiations. Also, at American soccer fans rejoicing tonight. We'll go to a watch party that was held today when Team USA beat Iraq.
Told you I'd do it. Old wood-burning fireplace, gone.
And it was fast and easy. You did it.
And free.
Guys gotta stop telling everyone it's free.
Yeah, okay, you little jokester, you. It's not free.
Yeah, if you qualify, you can get up to $41.50 towards your new insert.
Blah, blah, blah. It's free.
The thing is, it's not.
Say it again, honey.
Free.
You heard her. F-R-E-E.
Pay as low as $0 for replacing your wood fireplace with a better option through the Burn Cleaner program. Visit or call Central Distributing for more information.
With dentures from Aspen Dental, all they'll see is your confident smile. How do we do it? We provide exceptional care all in one place. And our denture experts craft natural-looking dentures right in our in-office labs because we'll do anything to make sure your smile looks like your smile. Right now, get replacement dentures starting at just $2.99 per arch. We can even get started today. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Schedule your complimentary denture consultation now.
Love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.99% financing or $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Plus, unlock your code to claim an additional $500 Chevy Cybercash. Visit ChevyCybercash.com today.